course. This is the hall again.
Good idea having it so near the front door, eh?
Loads of cupboard space. With the central heating boiler system completely concealed, of course.
Of course.
Of course.
Vicky's uncle's in the business. He did all the work for us as a kind of gift, naturally.
Naturally.
Oh, that'll be the automatic timer on the built-in fan-assisted self-cleaning oven. Excuse me.
Well, that's dinner just about ready then. Go through.
Yum, yum, yum.
Of course, we've been very lucky. I mean, we got a lot of lovely presents when we married. My mum and dad gave us this suite.
Oh, really? Isn't that nice, Willie? Brian's dad gave him the suite as a present.
Aye, it's lovely. Is there any more? What have I said now?
Right, coffee, everyone? Did you put the electric filter coffee maker on, Pet?
Yes, Pumpkin.
Can I help you with the cleaning up, Vicky?
Oh, no. I've only to load the multi-program dishwasher. It was a present from my parents.
Aww.
It's the same make as Frank and Linda's.
No.
By the way, have you heard that awful story going around about him? No, what is it this time? I don't know. I was hoping you did. No, but it's bound to be true anyway.
Women. Hey, Willie? Of course, the place isn't quite finished yet. There's still one or two things we need.
Pity you couldn't have another wedding, really, isn't it?
You've got a lovely kitchen, Brian. It's a beautiful house.
Well, the cheap mortgage from the bank made all the difference. It's a shame you'll miss out on that now, Willie.
Yes, isn't it?
Yes, well, we can't have everything now, can we?
How are you doing yourself, anyway? How's the writing going?
Wonderful. Sold another story this week, didn't I, Jan?
Oh, yes, that makes 2, and you're only 26. Just think, if you don't retire until you're 65, you've got time to write 2 more.
No, you'll see. I'm starting to clean up now. I mean, it just had to happen. I was never cut out for life at the bank. I didn't belong there.
That's exactly what I said to McClelland. The funny thing is, though, he hasn't got anyone to replace you yet.
Is that right?
It's a fact. Your position's still open. I suppose that would be nice to know. I mean, if you hadn't been doing so well in your own. Here we are. Over you come then, Willie. Let's all get our places. Now, this is the 3rd hotel we stayed at, near Carmarthen. That's the bay.
Oh, that's me with a Welsh couple we met. They were ever so nice. They had a speedboat.
Oh.
They let us borrow it once for a spin round the bay. That's the bay.
Then we went on to Langaneth. You get a wonderful view all the way back to Carmarthen.
That's the bay.
Did we not see that about an hour ago?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, don't apologise. I'm just glad it's not Carmarthen Bay again.
Wait a minute, I'll just slip in the next lot. Have you got them, Vicky Pet?
Willie, try to pay a little attention, will you?
I'm already paying as little attention as I can. They've photographed every mountain, tree and blade of grass in Wales, Jan, twice. These aren't holiday snaps, it's a complete ordnance survey. If he brings out his I Spy book, I'm leaving.
I'll be true to the song I sing, and live and die a pirate king. For I am a pirate king.
Your 2:30 appointment is here, Mr. McClellan.
William, my, this brings back memories, huh? You dropping in the middle of the afternoon, just like the old days. How long has it been?
Just over a fortnight.
Uh-huh. And is this a social call, or have you come to pick up the comics and toffees you left on your desk?
Actually, I'd like to discuss an overdraft.
My problem is that I can't lend money to just anyone who wanders in off the street.
But I'm not just anyone. Adam, you know me. You've known me for years.
And I'll try not to hold that against you, William. I'm afraid that without some kind of security, a loan is out of the question. I mean, I assume you've no regular income, no job?
No, no job.
But I'm sorry, but no job, no loan.
I see. Well, in that case...
Yes? Was there something else?
Well, you see, I heard... Well, what I mean is, when I left here...
When you quit.
Yeah, when I left, as it turns out, I might have been a bit hasty.
Yes, hasty is a good word here, William, but let's not rule out stupid.
Well, I heard that you hadn't filled the post yet, and I was thinking, well, if it might help you out in any way...
What is it you want?
My job back. I need my job back.
Oh, I see. Well, of course, you'd have to start at the bottom again. Not that should be a problem. You seemed perfectly at home there before.
Oh, I don't know. I'd need some time to think about that.
Certainly. All the time it takes you to walk from that chair to the door.
The bottom would be okay at that.
Well, why not? All right, William, why don't we give it another try? Say tomorrow? What, about 9-ish?
Hello, Modern Miss Magazine. This is Willie Melvin, the writer. Yes, again. I just wondered if you'd read my story yet. But you've had it a fortnight. It didn't take me that long to write it. I beg your pardon, but I am not pestering you. I sent you a story. I don't think there's anything wrong in me calling to see what you think of it. Well, if you read it, I wouldn't have to keep calling you, would I? No, I'm sorry. Next week is not good enough. I think I have a right to know now. Do you want to buy it or not? Why not?
Still on the phone? For personal call or business?
Oh, I don't know, Mr. McClelland.
Well, it's obvious to me that you just haven't read it properly. No, there is no point in being hasty. Go away and read it again, and I will call back tomorrow. Oh.
All finished?
Yes.
You sure? I'd hate to think you'd hung up an hour ago.
No.
I've told you before about personal calls during business hours. You deal with your chaotic private life in your own time. And the next person I catch using these phones for their own...
Mr. McClelland, that's your wife in the line.
I'll take it in my office.
I told you, Willie, McClelland can hear a private call being dialed half a mile away.
I know. Oh, they've sent another of my stories back. I don't believe it.
And if he finds out you're getting personal mail sent here as well, he'll have a fit.
Good. I hope it's fatal.
I mean it.
Well, I can keep a secret if you can, Brian.
My lips are sealed.
Well, seeing as he's got me opening all the mail anyway, seeing as I'm the one who gets all the duff jobs in here, he's not going to find out, is he?
Well, what's wrong with your own address?
My mother. She reads my letters instead of a morning paper. She always has. She knew I'd failed all my hires before I did.
Well, if McClelland finds out, he'll throw the book at you.
Good. Be nice to read something my mother hasn't read first.
I understand you. Yes, if your mother's no better, of course you should be with her. Implants can be traumatic for a woman of her age. Yes, I think I'm capable of looking after myself for a couple of days. Yes. Love to your mother. Miss you already. Michelle. Hi, Adam. I hope it's not a hassle calling you at the boutique. I just wondered if you could manage an evening out this week.
I don't know what sort of people they put in charge of magazines these days. I really don't. This is a good story. I know it's good. Jan, you read this sort of romantic rubbish. What do you think of it?
I think you should put it away and stop boring everyone to death with it.
I'll read it, Willie.
Well, thank you, Vicky. At least someone is interested.
I thought we'd agreed we weren't going to talk about your stories anymore.
No. You agreed. I did not.
You've spelled emotional wrong. There's only one L.
What? That doesn't matter. The trouble with you is you do not realise how badly I want to write.
Well, what's the problem? You already write badly.
Well, how would you know? You never read any of it.
You spin me enough of your stories without me having to read them as well.
It's I before E in grieving, Willie, not the other way around.
Let's just forget it, okay? you want to read it or mark it?
No, I'm sorry. Let me finish it.
Sorry I took so long. I was just talking to Mr. Stewart. I've drawn him in the monthly medal.
Oh, they have drawing competitions as well, do they?
Alex Stewart, Willie. He's up for election as committee chairman this year.
What did we come here for anyway? Can we not go somewhere else for a drink? This place is dead.
We're not going to the Driftwood to sit and watch you losing money to chancing at darts again.
No, really, it's a great place, Willie. It can be a big social advantage joining a golf club. It only costs £250. And as Vicky's dad's on the committee, well, we just thought, why not?
You've just given me 250 reasons why not.
Mr. McClellan's a member.
251.
Shame about your story, Willie. He's been on the phone about it more often than the speaking clock this week.
Who to? The Samaritans?
And what is that supposed to mean?
Oh, be realistic, Willie. You're never going to make it as a writer. You've been trying long enough and it's got you absolutely nowhere.
I don't know. Look how quickly it got him back to the bank. Seriously, Willie, they have loads of dances and cheap drink during the happy hour. You should join. You'd like it.
I cannot stand golf. It's far too slow for me. I haven't got the right mentality for it.
You mean you've got the right mentality for something? You taking the game up, Brian?
Well, I've only just started. I mean, I'm not nearly up to your standard yet.
Well, of course not. Still, why don't we have a round sometime? Tonight, you've got nothing else on. Then we could sink a few in the bar and I can give you some advice on your game.
Oh, thank you very much, Mr. McClellan. That would be great. I appreciate all the help.
He's in a good mood today. Has he just turned someone down for a loan or something?
No. But while the cat's away, what? His wife is away visiting her mother for a few days.
You want to come along this evening too, William?
No, I can't. I'm busy.
Pity. You'd be cheaper than hiring a caddy.
No, I'm babysitting with Janice tonight.
Doing that a lot lately. Getting a taste for family life, are we, Willie?
Do me a favour. We'll look after Frank and Linda's kids while they see the solicitor about a divorce. If Janice isn't careful, she'll end up getting custody of the Waynes. Still, they're good wee kids. No bother at all.
See you, Willie.
What?
When you're telling a child a bedtime story, you don't waken her up so she can hear the end.
But she fell asleep before I'd finished.
That's the whole point.
It's a good story, bit.
What exactly was it you told her?
Just about Noddy.
Uh-huh. Noddy being tortured by Arab terrorists. She's 5 years old, Willie, and she's up there hiding under the blankets, scared stiff.
Anyway, I thought you might like a little company tonight. Where were we?
It's no good. I've lost the mood.
It was here a minute ago.
That was before I spent 20 minutes telling Amy how big he is and the SAS had rescued Noddy safely.
Well, I'm sure if we look hard enough again, we can find it. That's a very provocative perfume you're wearing.
It's musk.
Well, it holds the promise of a definite maybe. Dummy you could give her.
Don't tempt me, Willie. Just don't tempt me.
Oh,
Easy. Easy.
thanks, Chancer. I can always rely on you to cheer me up.
Willie, I thought you were a better loser than that. You've had enough practice. What are you so miserable about this time?
Well, apart from you stitching me up at darts every weekend, nothing much.
Well, you can't lose them all. Mind you, you're doing your best.
Don't tell me you've finally given up reading the Beano.
That's got better pictures than the Beano. Better stories, too. Hey, Ronnie, this machine's fixed.
I know.
Our throbbing night. As she lay before the fire, her silky legs and ripe young buttocks sent a thrill through his tightly muscled torso. She was all woman, he was all man, and that is all garbage. Have you got nothing better to spend my money on?
It's better than anything you've written.
What? Anyone could write that sort of rubbish if they wanted to. I just don't want to. I wouldn't lower myself.
Aye, sure.
I could. I could write one of those, no bother.
Willie, the guys that write these are experts. They've probably done loads of research and everything. What would you have to write about?
Plenty. I don't go short, pal. Remember, I've been going out with Jan for a long time now.
Aye, well, you don't get much material there.
That's all you. We have no problems. Jan has hidden passions.
Well hidden. You haven't been able to find them, that's for sure. Is there a pair of melons down there at all?
What?
I need a pair of melons for the jackpot.
Jan and I do all right. Don't you worry about that. Remember, we have been on holiday together.
A weekend in Rothsay. Hardly Paradise Island, is it?
We never left the hotel room once.
I'm not surprised. There's nothing to do in Rothsay.
We weren't bored. We weren't bored. And what about last night, We were babysitting.
So?
We didn't have any trouble passing the time, that's all. That's all I'm saying. As she crossed the settee, the tempting swell of her ripe young buttocks swayed provocatively. "I want you now," he said hoarsely, pulling her onto his rippling. Crinkly. No. Heaving. Yes. Heaving torso. This is disgusting. Can't I wait to see how it ends? Oh, yes! Your wee daughter. Your wee beauty.
What's the occasion? First time he's gone on his own or something?
Not bad, eh? One cheque for £35, one letter of acceptance. The editor said it was exceptional.
No, he said he's never read anything like it in his life.
Told you I could do it.
Aye, well done, Willie. Always thought you could do it. I think you got time for a quick game of darts. I thought we might.
Oh, no. You're not getting your hands on any of this. This is one in the eye for you, pal, and for Janice. When I cash this, she's going to have to eat a few of her words, believe you me.
Well, you're certainly a lot happier than you were.
Well, I am, Jan. I am, because you see, I've got this whole new approach. If I write something and no one likes it, well, that's too bad. I'll just have to try and be sensible and mature about it.
Well, that certainly is a new approach for you, Willie.
Well, like they say, try anything once.
Everything's awfully expensive, isn't it?
I told you, anything you want, never mind the price.
So, what was your story about? The story you sold, what was it about?
Well, it was sort of about exploring. The roast duck in here is supposed to be absolutely...
I'd like to read it.
What? Why? You never read any of my stories. You never want to.
Well, I know, but Vicky thinks I ought to, so I want to read this one.
Vicky ought to mind her own flippin' business.
This certainly is a new approach, Willie. Usually you're desperate for absolutely everyone to read them.
Maybe the chicken would be better. Or the steak. I think I'll have the steak. Waiter!
Well, can I?
Can you what?
Can I read your story?
Well, I mean, what is the point? I just don't think you'd like it, that's all. It's not really about anything you're interested in. Look, are we here to have a debate or what? Eat your dinner. Order something.
You're right. I'll read it when I get home.
I have to go to the bathroom.
Billy, has it helped? Our wee chat, has it helped cheer you up?
Mr. McClellan! Well, hello. Fancy meeting you here.
Oh, William, I didn't think this was your sort of place.
Oh, aye, it's a bit of all right. A bit of all right.
I don't believe you met Michelle.
No, I've only met your wife. When I heard she was away, I thought you'd be doing something like this. Does it all the time, you know.
What?
Eats out.
Yes, well, we were just about to leave, actually.
Oh, sorry. Don't let me hold you back. The night is extremely young. There must be plenty more you want to do with this evening, eh? Better than golf, isn't it? I'll see you in the morning, then, Adam.
Hey, baby. Are we all right, or Ruth?
Be a pal. Sign these for me, Adam.
Good of you to fit in some work between phone calls.
If you'd like some more privacy, I could have a kiosk installed.
No, thanks.
If you can spare the time, make some coffee.
Oh, not for me, thanks. I've gone right off coffee. Had a cup of Duff cappuccino at that restaurant where I met you the other night.
Thin ice, William, very thin ice.
I hear Mrs. McClellan's home now. You must have missed her. Still, it must be nice to have such an open, liberated relationship like the two of you seem
On
to
with
have.
your work, William. Get one of the girls to make the coffee.
Brian, dear, got a minute?
I'm telling you, Vicky, he's a changed person. Cheerful, pleasant, relaxed.
That doesn't sound like Willie. Are you sure he's not ill?
He's even happier about the bank. He said he took my advice and got on Mr. McClellan's good side. They have an understanding now.
Well, I hope it lasts, Jan.
So do I. Who knows? If he settles down there, he might forget about writing his precious magazine stories
I hate buying these things. It's embarrassing. You can feel everybody looking at you.
Rubbish. They're educational, aren't they?
Is that why you always had a bunch of them in your desk at school?
Well, That is what I call a story, Willie. It's a classic. A classic.
Thank you.
Oh, well, does this no call for a drink?
Okay. But this is not a celebration, Chancer. I'm not proud of that. I did it merely as an exercise in writing. I wanted to prove to you that I could do it, so I did it. But as far as I'm concerned, that is going in the bin.
Aye, all right, all right.
Come on. What is all this?
I finally cracked that flipping fruit machine. Triple jack, 60 quid. No bad, eh?
What?
So, you're not going to write any more of these stories?
Are you kidding? It's 35 quid a time. I've started 2 more already. You're not the only one that's hit the jackpot, son. Come on.
Hi, lads.
Hi, Ronnie.
How you doing, Ronnie?
As usual.
Hi.
Waste of time you're coming in here the day, son.
How?
Some so-and-so nicked my fruit machine last night, didn't they? Aye. They come in through the lavvy window and huckled it out the back door.
No!
Aye. I mean, they even took the charity bottle off the bar.
They never.
They did. I had to start a new one.
That is a sin. Here.
Shouldn't have bothered, son.
No, no, Ronnie. It's the least we can do. Come on, Willie.
Come here. Chancer, you didn't. Tell me you didn't.
Business is business, Willie. He can afford it. Besides, the amount of money I put in that machine, I could have bought this place.
Oh, Willie, read any more of your wee stories?
Ah, well, you know. Yeah, all right, go on, show 'em.
Show what?
The magazine.
I haven't got it, Willie.
What?
You said you didn't want it, so I chipped it in the bin.
What bin? Wally.
What's all the fuss about? It's just a dirty book. Mama used to find nudie books in my room all the time, and she never minded.
Your mother was probably in half them, that's why.
Oh, that's nice. That's very nice.
What's happened?
I come round here to find your mother almost on the floor.
No wonder she's had almost half a bottle of sherry.
That was after. I gave her that because she was faint.
Why? What's wrong, Mum?
This is wrong, Willie.
Oh, that's Chancer's. But it's not mine.
This story is yours, though. This trash has got your name on it. No wonder you didn't want me to read it. Musk Lust. I don't need to guess where you get that title from.
Coincidence?
You should be ashamed of yourself.
An innocent night's babysitting turns into an orgy of unbridled passion. That's some coincidence, Willie. Clearing toys from the settee, bolero and the stereo. Does that not sound a bit familiar?
It's just a story. I made most of it up.
You can say that again. What they did with that jack-in-the-box was sick.
It's not my fault no one else would publish my stories. I only did it for a laugh.
But it's filth.
At least it's well-written, Phil.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
I thought you were actually beginning to improve. But if this is your idea of being sensible and mature, there's no hope for you.
It is sensible and mature, Jan. They pay £35 for those stories. I'd be daft not to do it. It's common sense.
Common is too good a word for this.
Look, Jan, don't get so excited. Look, nobody reads this sort of rubbish anyway. Only idiots like Chancer. If half of them can read, I'd be surprised.
Well, don't be surprised if you don't get the chance to do any more research, will you?
Janice!
You should be ashamed of yourself.
I know, I know.
How you could dare to write muck like that and bring it into this house. It's disgusting.
It is not. It is educational.
Oh.
It is artistic adult literature. There is nothing to be ashamed of. Besides, I can always use a phony name.
Don't you dare. And I am warning you. If you dare to bring any more of these things into this house, you're out in your ear.
All right, all right. I will not write any more stories. I promise. I promise. More stories? Certainly. I can let you have another next week. Hmm? The saucy truth about what goes on behind the door of an insatiable bank manager's office. No. Thank you.
Hello, yes? No, William isn't here. He's about to take tea with the manager. No, I'm not his secretary. Who's calling? Say that again. Erotica Publications. Yes, certainly. You can send his free copy here. No. Thank you. Mr. McClelland, Willie's still not in yet, but this envelope's arrived from. I thought you might want to open it in case it's anything important.
Disgusting. Good God. It shouldn't be allowed. All right, Brian, leave this with me. I think we've got William by the short and curly.
All present and correct, Mr. McClelland.
A package arrived here this morning, and since we couldn't make out the name on it, we opened it. Didn't we, Brian?
Yes, indeed, Mr. McClelland. We did.
Surprisingly, it contained
Disgusting?
disgusting, obscene magazine. Pardon, William?
Nothing, the coffee.
I sent this magazine to head office to see what personnel could make of it, and they've instructed all branch managers to investigate to find out what irresponsible idiot is receiving pornographic material through the mail. Of course, I know that none of you could possibly be involved. But head office instructed me to face you with it anyway. All right, out you go and open up. Oh, William, a moment. Irresponsible idiot. I immediately thought of you.
Not me. Absolutely nothing to do with me.
I don't know what head office would do if this was traced back to you, William. Instant dismissal, I should imagine.
For one wee mistake?
I mean obscene literature through the post. They might even make it public. This isn't as open-minded and liberated an organization as you might think. But you get my drift.
I get your drift.
I believe this is what is known as a stalemate.
Suppose so.
But in future, you'd better keep your nose clean. Very clean. Think you can manage that?
I'll borrow a crate of Brian's cotton buds.
You're a pathetic little banker, William. The only thing worse than the morons who read that stuff are the morons who write it. All right, go on with your work. Perhaps you could make a start in some of these. But first, get your ripe young buttocks out there and put the kettle on.